Hello everyone, it's me Sanjay Vasu back again for another video. This time I'm going to be doing a video on Cambridge Primary Checkpoint Mathematics Paper 1 for April 2022. Let's start. Question 1. Here are three calculation cards A, B and C. The answers are written on the back of each card. Complete the back of each card. 4 into 7 for A is 28. 6 into 5 for B is 30 and 3 into 9 for C is 27. Number 2, calculate 96 divided by 6. That's equal to 16. Number 3, use the diagrams to write down two fractions equivalent to 1 by 2. We can see out of 4 squares in the first diagram, 2 are shaded. That means 2 by 4, so that fraction is one of them. And on the second one, out of 6 squares, only 3 are shaded. That's 3 by 6. That's the answer. Question 4. Find the difference between 634 and 79. Simply 634 minus 79. And when we do that, we get the answer as 555. It's the answer. Question 5. This is the plan of a zoo. The keeper takes an elephant back to its pen. The keeper takes the route shown by the arrows. Complete this table to show the route from start to finish. First thing we need to notice is there is a compass given here. It has the end sign at the top. North is upwards, downwards is south, right is east, and left is west. So remembering this, we can easily do this question. So first, the elephant keeper and the elephant go in the west direction, 2 steps, 1, 2. Next, they go north. How many steps is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's complete the table with north 5. Next direction is they turn right, and the right direction is east. East, how many steps? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 steps. Now they go downwards, which is south. And south is how many steps? Just 1. The fifth one is again rightwards, which is east, which is 2 steps. And the sixth one is downwards, which is south, which is 2 steps as well. And with that, we come to the finish. That's the answer. Question 6. Write the missing number in the box. Dash by 3 is 16. Let's keep that number as x. X by 3 is 16. That means x is equal to 16 multiplied by 3, which is equal to 48. That's the answer. Question 7. A basket of fruit has a mass of 9 kg 60 grams. The mass of the empty basket is 850 grams. Write the mass of your fruit, give units with the answer. So 9 kg 60 grams equal to 9,060 grams. We subtract 850. That becomes 8,210 grams. And that's the mass of the fruit. So we can write it as 8,210 grams, or we can write 8.21 kilograms. Both of them are acceptable. You can just have to give the correct units with the answer. I shall write 8.21 kilograms. Question 8. Here's a cattle diagram for sorting numbers. Write each number in the correct place on the diagram. 6, 12, 17, 23, and 27. These 5 numbers. Less than 20, multiple of 3. 12 and 6 are less than 20 and they're multiples of 3. So you can write both of them. Less than 20 and not multiple of 3 is the only other one left, 17. Now, not less than 20 and multiple of 3, out of these two remaining numbers, which one? 27. Now, not multiple of 3 and not less than 20, 23. That's the answer. Question 9. This diagram represents the mixed number 1.5. Look at these diagrams. Write each as a mixed number. 1, 2, 3 and a half. 3.5. Next, 1 and then 3 out of 10. So 1 3 by 10. Next, 1 whole, 2 wholes, and then 3/4. 2 plus 3 by 4, which is 2 3/4. Question 10. Write these measurements in order from largest to smallest. Let's first convert all of these measurements to a certain unit, which is, in this case, grams. We can convert 1.2 kg, 1,200 grams. This is already in grams. Now 0.6 kg, 600 grams. 900 grams already in grams. Now let's compare. This is the smallest, next, largest. So largest to smallest we need to write. So this 3600 grams is first. Next comes 1.2 kilograms. Next comes 900 grams. And last is 0.6 kilograms. Question 11. Use greater than or less than to complete these number sentences. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dash 3, 4, 5, 6. It's greater than. This has 5 digits. This has 4. 6, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3 dash 6, 4, 5, 2, 1, 3. So each of them has 6 digits. First digit, 6. Second digit, 4. Same. 5 is the third digit. That's also the same. Fourth digit, 1 for this number and 2 for the other number. 2 is greater than 1. That means this number, 645,213, is greater than this number, 645,123. Question 12. Here is a trapezium drawn on a grid of squares. The trapezium is translated 3 squares up and 2 squares left. The trapezium in its new position on the grid. 3 squares up. So let's take 1 point and translate 3 squares up. It becomes here. Next, 2 squares left. Use the same point, translate over there. So we can draw that point over there. Now let's see the shape of this trapezium. Let's draw the same shape with this point corresponding to this point, which means this point is also the corner of the trapezium like this. So let's finish the trapezium. That's the answer. Question 13. Calculate 5 plus 5 into 5 plus 3. So if you know the rule called BODMAS, which means brackets, others, which is exponents like squares, and then square roots, and things like that, division, multiplication, addition, and S is subtraction. This is the order in which you need to do it. So first is brackets in this one. That's equal to 5 plus 5 into 8. Next, we don't have any others because we don't have any squares or square roots or any cubes or things like that. We don't have any of that. D, division. We don't have any division sign here. Multiplication. We have it there. So we do that next. 5 plus 40 because 5 into 8 is 40. Now addition, 5 plus 40, 45. That's the answer. Question 14. Match each multiplication to the equivalent calculation. So first we have 37 into 19. Let's see what we can write 19 as. We can write 19 as 20 minus 1. So 37 into 19 is equal to 37 into 20 minus 1. And now by multiplying our brackets, so we get 37 into 20 minus 37. Do we have an option like this? Yes, it's all the way down there. Now we can simply draw a line for that. Now the second one, which is 37 into 21. Using a similar way, 21 is equal to 20 plus 1. So we can say this is 37 into 20 plus 1. And now multiplying out brackets, 37 into 20 plus 37 this time, because we are adding 1. And do we have an option like that? Right here. So we can draw a line like this, and that's the answer. 15. This statement's not complete. Half dash is equal to double 76. Write a number in the box to make the statement correct. So half of dash is equal to double 76. We can make this dash as x, and now we can make this as an equation. Half of x is equal to double of 76, which is 2 into 76. And that means half of x is equal to, what's 2 into 76? 152. That means x is equal to 2 into 152. And 2 into 152 is 304. Therefore, we can say that half of 304 is equal to double 76. That's the answer. Question 16. A fair 6-sided dice is rolled only once. Use one of the words below to describe the likelihood of each event. Certain, likely, even, unlikely, impossible. Event. A number 4 is rolled. So a fair 6-sided dice is rolled only once. 6-sided dice means there are numbers 1 to 6. and each one has probability 1 by 6. 1 by 6 comes under unlikely category. So number 4 has 1 by 6 and also has an unlikely category. Number less than 20 years old, we only have numbers 1 to 6 and they're all less than 20. So it's certain. An odd number is old. So out of 1 to 6, there's 1, 3, and 5, which are odd numbers, which is 3 numbers. Total, there are 6 numbers. That means 3 by 6 is the probability. That's equal to 1 by 2, which is equal to even, or half. So the answer is even. A multiple of 10 is old. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Are any of these a multiple of 10? No. Therefore, we can say this is impossible because there are no multiples of 10 there. That's the answer. Question 17. Draw a line to match each number to its value when it's rounded to nearest thousand. 215503. The thousands digit is over here, and the fourth digit is 5, which is greater than or equal to 5. That means we round it up to 216,000. Next, 214598. Thousands is here, next is there. 5 is greater than or equal to 5. It's true. That means the answer is rounded up 215,000. Next, 216489. Thousands is here, next digit is 4, which is less than 5. So we round it down to 216,000. 215053. So 5 is the thousands digit, next is 0, and that's less than 5. Therefore, we round it down to 215,000. That's the answer. Question 18. Here's a graph to show the scores of class 6 in the test. A. Write down how many students score more than 7. So we have a few bars here, 0 to 3, 4 to 7, 8 to 11, 13 to 15. And how many students score more than 7? That means in these two bars. That means 16 students plus 11 students. That's equal to 27 students. B. Here says 4 students scored 10 on the test. Explain why this may not be true. So 10 comes in the range 8 to 11. 8 to 11, there are range 8, 9, 10, and 11 marks. Total, there's 16 students. So there's a possibility that 4 students scored each of these markings of 8 to 11. But this is not compulsive. It's not a must that it's true. Because 4 students is only an average. Is only the average of the number of students who scored 10. It is not necessarily the actual value. And that's the answer. 19. Here's a number fact. 43 into 10 is equal to 430. Oliver uses the number fact to work out the answer to 43 into 11. 430 plus 43 is 473. He is in fact correct. A. Write down the calculation Oliver could use to find the answer to 43 into 9. It's only addition or subtraction. So if we multiply by 11, which is 10 plus 1, we add 43 over here. If we multiply by 9, which is 10 minus 1, then we need to subtract 43. So 430 minus 43 is equal to 387. That's the answer. B. Oliver adds the answer to 43 into 11 to his answer to 43 into 9. Draw a ring around the multiplication that will give the same answer. So 43 into 11 plus 43 into 9. We can factorize this. We get 43 into 11 plus 9, which is equal to 43 into 20. And that's the answer, 43 into 20. Question 20. Complete the table. The first one's been done for you. The division 9 divided by 2 gives the mixed number 4.5, decimal 4.5. 17 divided by 4. That gives 4 and a quarter and gives a decimal 4.25. 12 divided by 5. This gives a mixed number 2 by 5. And it gives the decimal 2.4. Question 21. Here are some shapes A, B, C, D, and E. Write the letters in the correct box in the table. One has been done for you. A polygon and not a polygon. So a polygon has any number of sides, but it's a closed shape. It's a closed shape. And it has no curves. That means it only has straight lines. So A is a polygon, which is already shown here, which is a square. B is a semicircle, but it has a curve, so it's not a polygon. C is actually an irregular hexagon, so it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides. It has all straight lines, and it's a closed figure. So it is a polygon. D, first thing we can see, this is not closed. There's no line over here to connect it. That means it's not a polygon. And E is a star, which has no curved lines and it's closed. So it is a polygon. Question 22. Put these fractions in order starting with the largest. Let's make all of these fractions the same denominator, which can be 16. 1 by 2 is equal to 8 by 16. 3 by 4 is equal to 12 by 16. And 5 by 8 is equal to 10 by 16. Now the greatest is 12 by 16. So we write 3 by 4, the equivalent of 12 by 16 at the start. Next is 10 by 16, so we write 5 by 8 next. After that, we have 8 by 16, which is 1 by 2 or half. And finally, we have 7 by 16, which is the smallest. Question 23. Draw the reflection of the shape in the middle line. So this point, when after reflecting on this middle line, will stay the same, that point. This point after reflecting on the middle line, because it's one x and one y away, that means it has to be one x and one y away from this middle line side as well. So it'll be over here and over here. Now we have 2 points which make a line. Now this point is connected to this point by a line. That same line will be this. So it comes here. And using this, we can fill in all the 6 points. And we can connect the points to form the mirror image. That's the answer. Question 24. Here's a table with 4 statements about odd and even numbers. Complete the table to show if each statement is true or false. The first has been done for you. Odd plus odd plus odd is equal to odd. True or false? True. Yes, it's true. Even into odd is equal to even. We know that even number multiplied by any number is equal to even, so this is also true. Even plus odd equals odd. So let's take even number is 2 and odd number is 1. So 2 plus 1 plus 1 is equal to 4, which is even. And therefore this is false. It's given odd over here, but we actually get an even number. Odd into odd equals odd. Let's take 3 into 5. That's equal to 15, which is odd. And let's take one more, 7 into 9. Which equals 63, which is also odd. So this is actually true. Next, odd into odd equals even. Now let's take 3 into 5 into 7. We can get 105, which is odd. And this is not even, it's odd. Therefore, we can say this is false. That's the answer. Question 25. Ratio wants to convert 5 by 8 into a decimal. Complete the calculation. First, she divides 50 by 8 and we get 48. Subtracted, there's a 2. So we have a 2 remainder and we can write it up there. And 2 remainder adds up with this to get 20. And then we divide that by 8. 2 into 8 is 16, so we write 2 here. 20 minus 16 is equal to 4, so that's the remainder. 40 now, because we have another 0. 40 divided by 8 is equal to 5, and there's no remainder. So, that's it, 0.625. Question 26. Complete the number sentence. 45 into 18 equals 90 into dash. We know that 90 is equal to 2 into 45. So 2 into 45 into dash is equal to 45 into 18. We can cancel the 45 from both sides. So 18 is equal to 2 multiplied by dash, and this dash is actually 9. Therefore, 45 into 18 is equal to 90 into 9. Question 27. Here's part of a train timetable. 6 trains travel from Newcastle to London, and the letters of the trains represent each train. Some of these trains take less than 3 hours to travel from Newcastle to London. Write the letters of these trains. So train A, 13:43 minus 10:35. With this, we get 3 hours and 8 minutes, which is greater than 3 hours. So it's not train A. Train B, 13:48 minus 10:59. We get 2 hours and 49 minutes, which is less than 3. So it gets less than 3 hours, which means that this actually can be counted. So B. Next we have C, 14:42 minus 11:30. This becomes 3 hours and 12 minutes, which is greater than 3, so we are not counted. Now D, 15:44 minus 12:25. We get the answer for this as 3 hours and 19 minutes, which is greater than 3. So this is also not counted. E, 15:51 minus 12:57. We get this as 2 hours and 54 minutes, which is less than 3 hours. So we can write this as well. E. And now the last one, F, 16:43 minus 13:30. We get 3 hours and 13 minutes, which is greater than 3 hours. So that's not included. Therefore, the answer is B and E. Calculate the number of minutes taken by train D to travel from Newcastle to London. So train D is 15:44 minus 12:25. Because 12:25 is the start, 15:44 is the end. We can subtract the hours to get 3, and we can subtract the minutes to get 19. 3 hours, 19 minutes. 3 hours is equal to 180 minutes. How? 1 hour equals 60 minutes. 3 hours is equal to 3 into 60, which is 180. So 3 hours, 180 minutes. So 3 hours, 19 minutes is equal to 180 plus 19, which is 199 minutes. That's the answer. Question 28. Here are 3 examples of calculation strategies. Put a tick if the strategy is correct and put the cross if the strategy is not correct. Calculation 13.4 minus 6.8. Strategy 13.4 minus 7 minus 0.2. Negative 7 minus 0.2 is equal to negative 7.2. But negative 6.8 and negative 7.2 are not equal, so you don't get the same answer. Cross. 12.4 plus 3.9. 12.4 plus 4 minus 0.1. 4 minus 0.1 is equal to 3.9. And they both are equal. And we add with the same number, so we get the same answer, which is correct. Strategy is correct. 31.2 minus 9.9. 31.2 minus 10 plus 0.1 is the strategy. So negative 10 plus 0.1 is equal to negative 9.9. And both of these are equal. 31.2 is also equal. Therefore, the strategy is correct. They will give the same answer. Question 29. Pierre spins 3 spinners and adds the results. So spinner 1 has the numbers 8, 9, 10, 11. Spinner 2 has 9, 10, 11. Spinner 3 has 2, 3, 4. List 3 different ways Pierre can make 20. So first let's try spinner 1 equals 8. That means spinner 2 plus spinner 3 must be 12, because 20 minus 8 is equal to 12. So which number combinations make 12? 9 plus 3, 10 plus 2. So already we have 2 combinations. 8 plus 9 plus 3, and 8 plus 10 plus 2. Now, let's go to spin at 1 equals 9. Let's try with this. That means spin at 2 plus spin at 3 must be equal to 11 due to the same reasons. 20 minus 9 is equal to 11, and these two must add up to 11. There's only one combination which adds up to 11, 9 plus 2. So spin at 2, 9, and spin at 3, 2. These are the only three combinations that are possible to make 20 if you're using all three spinners. That's the answer. And with that, I come to the conclusion of the video. I'll see you in my next one. Thank you. Bye.